the prices in store of the small, the medium, the large, they're just at a point where I personally wouldn't pay that money. Hey everyone! I've also got a vlog coming up towards the end of this bit, so hang around for that because there's a bit of airport shopping going on. I thought I'd have a general conversation with you about whether a lot of the bags that I've always mentioned on social media about being really great first bags, whether they actually are, or whether actually they've become, quite unrealistic and a little bit more unattainable because of the price rises on them. And I'm going to talk in particular about Hermes and also about Chanel, but at the same time you might be thinking, okay, yeah, well, I've always wanted that Chanel bag, let's say, and I'm not going to not want it at any point, so how can I go about this? And actually, are you saying that that Chanel Classic Flap is a bad first bag? Absolutely not. It's actually a really good first bag, but it's whether it's now a good first bag, being that they start at £5,000, which is so much money. I think that now is the point where other iconic brands that I wouldn't once, well, I always thought they were good, but I wouldn't at one point have thought they were that ideal perfect first bag, because I always suggested Chanel is just the best thing. But now, because of the way the prices have gone, and also because so many brands are pulling out of coupon codes, I feel that that has, and they're putting their prices up, I feel like that has elevated those brands like Saint Laurent. You know, the Toy Lulu, I remember in 2018, that was £500, then it jumped to £600 and it stayed there for quite a long time. And now that Toy Lulu is over £1,000, I think it's 1,200 at the moment. I'm gonna start off with other iconic brands that you might want to consider instead. And then I'm going to talk in detail about what I think has changed with those bigger brands that were always the go-to ones to go, like Louis Vuitton as well. What's changed and why I've kind of slightly got a different opinion on it now. Givenchy, Balenciaga. I've actually written a list, there's so many. Balenciaga, Coach. I know Coach isn't for everyone, but I've got a Coach bag in this and it's absolutely gorgeous and it looks just like the YSL puffer bag and it's a fraction of the price. I actually think it looks better in a way. Mulberry as well. Mulberry's quality used to be awful. I have got a Mulberry bag that I've shown you before. It's the Bayswater, it's in like a peachy pink, and that bag, the leather on it's really weird. It's like dry and brittle. It looks like it should be squishy and soft, but it's not. And the piping around the edges isn't straight, and the piping's black and the bag's quite pale pink, and the piping's all wobbly. However, with this bag that I'm showing you here, this is the Alexa bag. I think it comes in 3 sizes. This is the smallest one, which, as you're going to see here, it's crazy, but it fits a bottle of water. And I'm just going to show you this here as well, so that you can get an idea of how much you can fit into all of the bags I'm going to show you. This pouch is actually really old, from MAC, like about 10 years ago, but I'm showing you it because I've put stuff in it. So if you're watching going, I can't get my makeup in, well, actually my makeup's already in that pouch, just to give you an idea. The quality has got so much better, and this bag is, I don't know how much you can tell through the camera, but it's really, really soft and squishy. It's how that leather you would imagine it should feel. Also, the hardware on it is so greatly improved. If you look at the kind of the gloss on this, it's beautiful. It's also on this bag, it's a really pale champagne gold, so it's not like that deeper gold. It's somewhere in, it's more of a neutral, and I quite like it. Other really good brands include Burberry. No one talks about Burberry. I showed a Burberry bag a couple of months ago now, and one thing in particular, now another reason why I'm talking about these brands is that they are brands that for some weird reason are still included in those random discounts. And this is the thing here, it's that with the period of time that we've moved into where everything's got so expensive, if you are wanting your first bag and you feel like you've been priced out, what I kind of want to share with you is that think about some other brands. I know it's not a bag, but when I was doing this video, I realised that the coupon code FARFETCH have given me also works on this jacket, or this coat. This coat is relatively old. Some of you will remember I showed you it way earlier in the year, but I'm showing it again because it is the perfect coat for either going around the shops or even for going on a walk or a dog walk. It is made out of a windbreaker type fabric, but it's quite lightweight. It's very strange. It feels very warm when you wear it, but it's not heavy at all. All of the items in this video, by the way, including my top, is all discounted. And this video I'm doing with FARFETCH, and I love doing FARFETCH videos because besides the fact that it's a genuinely decent place to shop, there's so much choice on there. Even some Jordans that I bought a couple of weeks back, they came from the US. You can't actually get that colorway in the UK, so you get choice. Like, because FARFETCH, that's not their own stuff. I don't know if you know that. The stuff on their site actually is put on there by independent boutiques globally, so you end up with loads of choice. And you can also, tip for you, you can sometimes find the same item and the price is slightly different on each because of currency from different boutiques. The only real brands it doesn't work on are Gucci, Fendi, now Prada, because you know Prada pulled out of coupon codes, and Saint Laurent. Probably out of the brands that you guys are interested in, they're the ones that it doesn't work on, but it works on, like, as I say, Givenchy, Balenciaga, Off-White, Balmain. If you've wanted one of those blazers, you can get the money off that. And also Burberry, like the Burberry trench coat. There's so many iconic classic things that works on. A quick talk about this Coach bag before I also move on to one final bag, which is, and a scarf from Balenciaga, because if you're on a lower budget but you want that designer look, get yourself like a plain black outfit like I've done here, or any outfit that you want. Even in the winter, really big oversized teddy coat, something like that. This scarf with the discount, I think, I can't remember exactly how much it is, I'll put it here, but this scarf is so thick and squishy and warm. If you went and bought this in Chanel, this scarf, I'm not joking you, it would be like over £600. The Coach bag though, Coach isn't for everyone, but if you've got a budget of up to £500, they are one of the brands that I recommend. I recommend them even over Kate Spade, because Coach has been around since the 40s, and I feel that they've got like a more built up heritage. I mean, of course it's up to you what you buy, but with this bag, this is a new out style. If it's not for you, that's fine. It comes in multiple sizes. There's a smaller one than this. This is the medium. There's an even bigger one. You can get it in different colours. And then one final before I get into what I think you should do if you do want a Chanel or an Hermes or a Louis Vuitton, any of those brands. This is from Givenchy. This is the Antigona bag. This is personally my favourite size. It's the, I think it's called the mini size. There's one smaller that I'm going to show you in a second. But this bag, it celebrates its 10-year anniversary this year. This came out in 2011. That makes it the perfect classic bag, and you can fit so much in it, but it's also not massive. This size doesn't look like luggage. I feel the next size up does. Now in this one as well, this is the smaller one. Right, look at this. If I told you you could fit water into it, you'd be like, no, it's tiny. You can fit water into it. I couldn't believe it. When I fitted that bottle, I was like, what? Now, this, I think, is a really good buy. It comes with a crossbody strap that's adjustable, but if you want something that you can also use as a top handle, can you see that chain handle I've put on it here? This is actually from Etsy. If you just go and check on there, you find so much range, and it lets you convert near enough any bag. This bag is from, and I'm sorry if I butcher this for anyone who is French, I do apologise, but I'm British and you know we pronounce things a bit differently. This bag is from Jacquemus, and I spoke about this bag years ago because there is a version that's like this big and it fits nothing, and it was at the time about £200. This, I actually think now, if I'm going to recommend you, get it in the larger size. They have come out with different sizes. This I think is the small, which you can fit, you know, a fairly decent amount in, but get the bigger size. get the bigger size. I really want to say that. Now I see it in the flesh. If you like the shape and style of this, because it is quite cool. So what should you do if you want a Chanel bag or a Louis Vuitton bag or anything? First of all, Louis Vuitton, let me start with that. Some of their bags, I think, are worth buying pre-loved. I was not interested in pre-loved before the start of 2020. And I don't know what happened to me, but in 2020, I think it was the price rises, but I got so into pre-loved and seeing how much bag you could get for your money. And then also I got really into the pre-loved old, you know, 1980s Chanel items. If you have a look at this bracelet, this is a 1980s Celine bracelet that actually turned up with everything I've shown you here. All of the pre-loved items on FARFETCH also work with that code, so that's how I got this bracelet. There's only one of them, so it's now sold out, but if you like the look of it, I would have a browse on there. I also checked, before I bought this, I checked on so many other pre-loved websites because I thought I want to make sure the price is right, and on this it was actually the cheapest I could find it. But pre-loved Chanel doesn't have to mean that it's old and it smells. The jumbo at the moment, I feel in general larger size bags are not as popular at the moment. It's all about tiny bags, and what that's done, as I've noticed, is when I've gone and looked pre-loved, the smaller the bag, they're actually, some of them are more expensive than if you go and buy them brand new. Whereas the larger bags, everyone's forgotten about them. If you're into Chanel, check out the jumbo and have a look on pre-loved websites, because wow, you can save a couple of £1,000s. And I'm talking about a couple of thousand on current bags, not on ones from 10 years ago. I'm talking about current bags. The jumbo at the moment is way over £6,000, but I've seen them, I've seen lots, and the price tends to be average 4,000, say 4,200. That's a really big saving to be made. That's one thing that's why I've been buying pre-loved, because the prices in store of the small, the medium, the large, they're just at a point where I personally wouldn't pay that money. Do I think it's a good first bag? Massively. And if you already have one of those bags, I really think they're one of the safest bags you can buy and own. And of course the prices are going to go up, so even if you spend 6,000, one day they'll be 10,000. So it's not even that spending the money is a loss leader, because it won't be. It's because of the prices that I feel they're becoming unrealistic, and therefore, where, you know, a lot of us on social media say this is the best buy, it is the best bag to go for, but my thoughts on it have changed slightly due to the prices. And it's not that I think it's bad, it's that I think it's becoming more and more unrealistic and unattainable, and those of us that are into that are slowly being priced out. I'd love to get your thoughts on this, by the way. Please let me know your thoughts, and also for any of you who equally have started considering pre-loved, let me know. Louis Vuitton I feel is slightly different. If you're into Louis Vuitton, some of the bags they sell you can actually buy pre-loved, nearly new, and make a saving. Depends on the bag. For example, the Pochette Métis, which I like that bag. Sometimes you can make a saving, but it's only a couple of £100. So for that, personally, I would say go and buy it. And because it's canvas, it's not thousands and thousands. Similarly, with any of the classic bags like the Alma, the Speedy, the Noé, I think that they are still worth buying from new, because the prices are around about £1,000 and under. Still a lot of money, but as these bags go, I can't believe it, but it's like the lower end of the budget, and it's still a lot. Anyway, I'm going to move into the next bit, which is the vlog. Hey everyone, I hope you can hear me through this. I'm at Heathrow Airport and it's been a long while. It's been a very long while. It's good to go back to like a bit of normality. So I'm really honoured about something. I've been invited by Jaguar to an event in Glasgow. So that's why I'm at the airport today, flying out of London. Thought I would film this and show you it as it unfolds, and I hope that you enjoy this, kind of like, in a way, a bit of travel. I'm gonna go and check in. I'm looking at this jumper over here, this one, but I want it in black. In the window they've got it in like orange. Orange is nice, but I wouldn't wear orange. Thought maybe I would check out Louis Vuitton. The gate that I'm going to doesn't actually open for another full hour, so I thought, yeah, why not? Let's have a look in here. So this is my room, we're on the top floor. Like this. How nice is that? Heart shapes. This room is, God, it's incredible. So we've got a nice sofa here with the TV there. And then let's check out the bathroom. So walk-in shower there. Some products. You can always tell the calibre of a place by the products you get. This place has actually got a spa in it. I like those. They look like, oh, hang on. That is really cool. The products are Thierry Mugler. There. And actually I can smell those already. They smell really good. I've got a desk area. And then he mentioned in here, apparently there is a robe. There we go. 2 robes, because there is a spa here, but I don't think I'm going to get the time. We've now come to get dinner, and I'll show you. The table looks amazing. Morning, everyone. It's the next day. I didn't sleep, actually. I feel really rough today. Didn't sleep, but we're going to go down now. I'm going to go and grab breakfast. Then I need to go back to the room to get like papers and stuff that I need. And then, what else? Oh yeah, then today we're going to go driving in the cars. And I've got 20 minutes left for breakfast before they close it. Who else is the person that gets to breakfast at 5 to 10 when it closes at 10? Behind me, all of the cars are lined up, including right over there. We've got cars lined up as well. I really wanted to, for the drive there, so we're driving to the distillery. I really wanted to drive the V8 Defender, and the question was, how many of you can answer this? The question was, when was the first Defender off the line, off the production line? And it is 1948. Let me just give you a quick tour. This is the shorter wheelbase, so the Defender comes in 2. This is the 90. If when you order it, it doesn't leak, it's not a Defender, and this is one of the reasons why I'm so looking forward to driving this, because I love the Defender, but it's a bit too rustic for me. But then I know there's going to be some die-hard fans out there watching, and you're going to be going, yeah, but it's not a Defender. I'm going to let you know what it's actually like to drive. I've stopped to review, just have a better look around this Defender, and I think I found the best spot, because look what is behind. A castle. It is not Scotland if you haven't found a castle, and I think the car looks great against that background. If you're interested in a more in-depth review of this car, go and have a look on my Instagram. I've made a highlight on my Instagram homepage, and there you can see a lot more. The format of the day, so that you understand the next bit that's to follow. We each got a chance to go out on our own in the cars, drive them, review them. After that, we all had to drive and meet at a distillery, so that's where we're going to head in 1 second. Some of the other people on the trip, by the way, I got to meet Becky Evans, who's she's a car blogger, and she's got a really nice old Porsche actually, which is my dream. Also Paul Wallace from Supercars of London, and Super Saf. Super Saf does tech, but he does like electric vehicles. This bag's been really handy on this trip, by the way, for storing papers. I haven't used this size in ages. That's the jumbo size. Anyway, back to the car. I love how they've kept some of the original features along here. Like the original Defenders, they're so rustic looking. You can see all the nuts and the bolts and everything that holds them together. And I like the way they've modernised it. Just at the start now of the whiskey distillery tour, which I'm quite looking forward to. And we had a few whiskies last night, but I didn't go too crazy on it, so I'm fine with this today, because he did actually say it's going to smell quite a lot in there of whiskey. So anyone who had maybe one too many last night might tip you over the edge, but I'm feeling fine.